everyone, it's me. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a good day. Well, I did want to make a video tonight, and I wanted to show off making some pepper sauce. I just got out of my garden, and I have a surprisingly good crop of peppers, and I never want to let peppers go to waste. So I'm going to make pepper sauce for you tonight. So you know, there is a possibility that my husband will walk in a few minutes. He hasn't gotten home for the day yet, so if he does, I'll make sure to introduce him everything to all of you. But anyway, the thing about pepper sauce is, quite frankly, the hardest thing about pepper sauce is the jars. Once you have that settled, you're golden. All you need are whatever peppers you're going to use in your combination. Some distilled vinegar, which I have down here in the cart. Yes, here we are. Just some regular white distilled vinegar and the peppers themselves. So the hardest part of it is sterilizing the jars. I'm terrified of having a jar break on me, so I'm actually going to use two, one for good measure. And so the first thing you do whenever you're making pepper sauce is you sterilize the jars. You wash them. So I'm going to go over here to my sink, which I won't show you because everything is messy because I've been busy all day long. But you basically wash them in soapy water, and the lids. The lids are actually the most important part of anything involving panning, because that's going to be where you get all your compression. If your compression on your lids is off, it's not a good thing. So washing the lids of this one, and I'll just basically do a once over the jar with some soapy water. And then I'm going to place the jar in, the soap's all out. I'm just going to place the jar in my regular old saucepan that I use to cook spaghetti and anything I have mass quantities. When I make red beans and rice, I often make it in there. And then I'm going to wash off the other lid. And wash off that lid. And then put the lid aside, wash the jar. Everybody have a good week? Everybody have a scorching week like I have all week long? It's either sweltering or it's raining. Either sweltering or raining. Sweltering or raining. Can't make up their minds. So, and I got news for you people. The other day was 99 degrees in Lake Mary, and it ain't even July 4th. Summer isn't real summer, meteorological summer started Sunday. So we've got a little bit of time. So only now are the days starting to get shorter and so forth. So that's just something to chew on, is that we're not even halfway through. So I've got my jars in the saucepan. Now I'm going to put some water in there. Theoretically, I could be getting my water from the refrigerator outlet, but I don't really need purified water in this instance. I'm not going to drink it. I'm just using it as a medium to boil things. So basically what you do is you fill up the jars inside and out, and you boil them for 10 minutes. No, I'm not going to keep this on for 10 minutes. I'm going to pause and come back. So oh yeah, this is going to take a while. But I do not want to leave I do not want to leave peppers to just sit there, because when that happens, then they end up having nothing happen. So I'd rather engage them now and use them now than wait. Oh, that's not going to be fun. Oh yeah, that's not going to be fun. At any rate, turn the water on. And then we're just going to wait until these boil for 10 minutes. So I will be back to see you guys then. All right, everyone, here we are. And as I told you before, I would be boiling these for 10 minutes. Well, 10 minutes is elapsed, so I know that was a quick 10 minutes, wasn't it? So we have them ready to go. The jars are right here. And I'm just going to put these to the side for a moment. And then I've already gone ahead. These are my peppers. I've taken the liberty of putting them in, in some water to go ahead and maybe, I don't know, soak a little bit of water. That might help. Plus I've washed them off and everything. So these literally, those were on a pepper tree less than, oh, I don't know. They were on a pepper tree less than 2 hours ago. So there's that. I'm going to now make the vinegar, or prepare the vinegar, and all I'm going to do is boil up some vinegar, add a few things, and then you're ready to go. Oh my. Okay, we're not using that one. We're not using that one. We'll use the smaller one. Perfect. Mix it up. And I will, as I said, I use vinegar. And I'm going to want to chop up some garlic. They say with the garlic in the recipe, the older it is, the better. I don't know if I agree with that. What I do know is we do have a lot of garlic from the time I bought some at the farmer's market a few months ago, and didn't use it all for over the holidays, which for me is surprising. And then John bought some the other day, like fresh garlic. Okay, so I'm probably going to try planting some in the yard. Okay, I'm just going to chop it. I don't have a garlic mincer. I know that sounds bizarre, but I've only gotten into cooking and making things like this really in the past, well, since the lockdown, so that's about 6 years. So I don't have like knowledge of that like I have other things, I guess, some have said. I think that's enough. 1 clove. Yeah, I think that should be fine. I'm just adding 1 clove, and of course I'm sure if you have something that you can mince it automatically, that's a great thing. More power to you. I don't have that luxury right yet. I'm the type that I have all manner of different types of kitchen gadgets. Do you like that? Especially, I mean, I have things that I've bought. I'm like, I think, oh, I have to have this. So when we throw a party, I don't know, 3 years from now, I'll just pull out this kitchen gadget and make this incredible meal, or at least this incredible dish with it. And of course, you never do. So I'm adding garlic and a teaspoon, maybe a half teaspoon of non-iodized salt. That's apparently very critical. Do not use iodized salt. If you do use it at all, don't use it here. Okay, and then I'm going to just add, since my jar is containing 16 ounce, I'll just pull up. I'm just going to bring, should be enough, just that much white distilled vinegar to boil. I'll add, like I said, a half teaspoon. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I want to make sure. I should have 2 cups. Got it. I just started using this I just bought some new jars and I forgot what size they are. So they are 2 cups. Just add maybe a little bit more than I need because I'm going to do. Did I add the salt yet? No. I'm going to. I said again. They say use non-iodized salt because if you use iodized salt, apparently it will make the pepper sauce super cloudy. And they say kosher salt is usually a good one to use, so I guess that's a good rule to go by. Here is again the minced garlic. We're just going to bring that up to a boil. And I guess go ahead and this is either going to go really good or really bad. Taking the lid off the jars. And, okay. And then get the jar. And strain these. 30 to 40 they say, so that's about a good rule of thumb. Maybe I should take this. Ah! I did wash my hands. One time I made pepper sauce. I made a bunch of pepper sauce. I went through a major farmer's market phase. Still like farmer's markets. But I bought like a ton of them of peppers, make pepper sauce for our big church festival. And I mean, the next day we're sitting in church on Sunday morning and my hands are killing me. I mean, it's like the peppers got into my skin. That's not fat. That's not fat enough. So, oh yeah, I got quite a few here. Got a couple red ones. I think largely because I kept them on the tree too long. And then I'm going to take a lid and just drop it in. You want to get the glue on the lid. You want to get the glue on the lid a little bit, you know, twice so that it will make a good seal on your jar. And you also want to add, I think, a little bit more vinegar than you're going to need when you're boiling it because you don't want to have a huge amount of space on top when you're sealing it because that's where bacteria can come in. So that thing's down right there. So it's about to boil. Okay. Looking live at my kitchen. We're hoping to do some renovations in the coming years, so we will keep you posted as that happens. Who knows? You might see our extremely ambitious collection of refrigerator stickers and magnets here. So, okay, this is about. I'll give it a little more boil. Just get that garlic in it. It smells good in here right now. Right now, this smells like an Italian kitchen in Brooklyn. It really smells good. So, okay, I should probably not even try to do that with my left hand. Yeah, that'll do just fine. Okay. Okay, please go okay. I would say that's fine. Not even gonna let it bother me. Okay, so there we are. There is pepper sauce that I just made. And I'm gonna let that sit for 2 months. And at the end of 2 months, we will have pepper sauce. And so hopefully that will be really good. And anyway, thank you all for joining me this evening. I hope it didn't bore you too much. And if you like what you see in here, feel free to like and subscribe. And if I'm doing so, I'm not claiming to be perfect here. So if you see me doing something and you know I'm way off, tell me. I mean, we're all a community here. We all support one another. We're all kind to one another. So, but I mean, just tell me, because like I said, I've made this a couple times and I'm just learning. So, and I'm sure you are too. So we can help each other out. But anyway, hope you're having a great night and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.